Hey, Incro this side. From so many days, few of the viewers from livestream and Discord group have been asking me to do tutorials on heads. Now, whenever I do tutorials, they are mostly edited in real time as Bhai has no money to hire editors. So that's why today I will be showing you how I've been studying, or you can say practicing, drawing heads. Do remember, drawing heads or manga face is something that takes a long time when you are trying to learn. So I'll try to go over things that I think are important to start drawing heads, or to start drawing anime faces in particular. First and foremost, study how the most simplest of forms work, which is... Now for drawing cubes, one of the best exercise that I came across is draw a box. I didn't knew about this at first, right? But I was just wandering on YouTube and came to find this tutorial from PCAT on drawing a box. And I found it really fascinating and a really good way to learn how to draw forms, different forms. And cube is just the simplest one, or the box is just the simplest one to start the basics. Basically, what you have to do is imagine a cube at the center of your canvas or drawing sheet, whatever you prefer. And then you need to be able to rotate it on your canvas like the way I did it. So yeah, you'll have to do that. And once you get the feeling of drawing that box or the cube from the imagination, then that means you are going in the right direction. What this exercise trains you for is to imagine a shape. Reason I mostly prefer cube is because you can fit as many forms as you can inside it. Basically, you can fit any kind of form inside it. Even complicated ones such as heads, such as your feet or hands, you can draw everything from a box, right? If you have practiced enough, that is. Once you get the hang of it, I would usually recommend to also draw cubes on horizon. Keep one vanishing point, 2 or 3 vanishing point. It's on you, obviously. So you can keep as many vanishing points as you can on your horizon. And then what you need to do is just draw different boxes according to the perspective or according to your vanishing point. It's just that I'm still training my mind to get the hang of imagining things or imagining this specific shape. As some of you guys know, I'm a big supporter of using Andrew Loomis head method, as this was one of the first method I learned on how to draw. So that's what I'll use for this video as well. There are always different methods such as drawing head inside a cube, paper method, Riley method, and I guess few more as well. Someone like Akihito Yoshitomi also has a head tutorial, and Third PHP also has one. And obviously that depends on your learning skills, but I usually go for the Andrew Loomis because this is what I went with when I started. For this specific exercise, I would recommend to try finding few references on Pinterest of heads in different angles and try to draw the structure using Andrew Loomis. What you have to do is you'll just put the reference on the side and you'll start drawing the basic structure, which the Andrew Loomis structure beside it, trying to follow that same angle. You won't be going for the features right now, or you won't be going for the same fat deposits or the same muscle deposits on the face. No, you don't have to do that. Just draw the basic Andrew Loomis structure beside it, or just draw it on your sheet, because I have 2 monitors, so I can just put the reference on the bigger monitor and I can just do it on my Cintiq. So I'll go with that. Okay. Here I'm just trying to imagine the idea of using Loomis to understand how the head should be at different angles. What I'm trying to do is just train my mind. Even at this point, I'm just trying to train my mind. Yes, obviously we'll go to the juicy part, which is drawing the anime faces, or which is drawing the realistic faces, or drawing the skull structure. But for now, I'll try to keep sticking to the basic shapes. With the Andrew Loomis, I'm still using the basic shapes. As you can see, your sphere is there, your cube is there, your simple lines and guidelines and grids are there only. So that's what I'm trying to go for here. Extra note, please go over the skull shape as well at one point. Yes, Loomis method is good, but you don't want to stick with generic common face or same face syndrome. So knowing how skull is can help you a lot in the long run, because at the end of the day, stylization is stylizing the realistic proportion. So if you don't have enough knowledge of skull, if you don't know where the socket is, where the nasal plane is, where the frontal plane is, or where the cranium is, the skull is called cranium, so yeah. If you don't know about that, or if you don't have enough knowledge about that, then your features will still look wonky even though you're following the Loomis method, because Loomis method will give you the generic face syndrome if you do not know how the cranium or how the skull works, right? So if you don't have enough knowledge on skull and its features, then obviously issues can happen and features might come out wonky. My favorite part is drawing manga faces or manga heads. I'm not going over realistic faces with this one, because that, yes, can help you but our main focus is getting the manga faces right, and I'll stick to the topic. I won't go for the realistic details. Obviously, practicing that on the side will help you in the long run, so try to do that as well, but I'll still go over manga and anime face for now because that is what I do, right? So for this part, my usual way is to pick my favorite manga and keep on copying the faces, obviously with the base of Loomis. Now my reason for not going toward the realistic side is because when you're studying from, let's say, Murata Sensei, or let's say from your favorite mangakas, Inoue Sensei is there, then their Oda is there. So when you're studying from those mangakas, you will notice that the feature placement might differ a bit due to the stylization of the proportions, right? For example, Murata draw his eyes a bit tilted, and how he majorly makes his characters look more like a model. Most of his females look like a model, right? So something like that. Like a Horikoshi on how he makes his eye bigger compared to face size and how he keeps nose almost non-existent. And that is almost with every mangaka, that they try to stylize their faces according to their style. This practice might feel weird at start as you're trying to imitate your inspiration or copy your inspiration, but that is just normal. I do consider trying to find your style on your own, but usually one of the reasons that I recommend copying from pros is because that way you will not only copy them but will also learn from their mistakes. Yes, at start you try to copy as much as you can when you're trying to build line confidence, build shape confidence and all. So that is also one of the reasons. And the other one is that you might find the style so inspiring that you will love to draw it. So that is also there. Once you did that 100 or thousands of times, there will be a point where drawing heads will seem so common to you that you won't have to think much while drawing it. And that's what we want. Influence of the art style will be there, but usually most of the artists, when they are studying from their masters, this is what they do as well, or this is what they go through as well. Simply put, I meant pick specific things you like from artists and then put it together to make your own style of drawing. It won't be a copy of one, but a unique style that will be created from many. And that's what is the most important part.